everybody, and welcome to your King Pigeon Flow. So I promise you we will get a little bit hot and sweaty. I'm just going to keep my warm clothes on for now because it is a little bit chilly. But please make sure before you start today, especially if you struggle with your quad flexibility. So King Pigeon, let me just show you. We're going to grab the leg. I'm not going to go deep into it now because I'm not warm. I'm going to warm up with you and then we'll pull it a little bit closer. So let's say you really struggle with this movement. I want you to please make sure that you either have a cushion, it can be a yoga cushion, or you can even have a yoga block close by. And the reason for that is I'm going to use my cushion. Let's say you really struggle with pigeon pose because you can't actually, at the point is not get on your glutes. But let's say it's just really intense for your knees or really intense for the hip. You're actually going to use a cushion, or you can actually use a yoga block just to support your body. Right, so that's first. So if you struggle with your knees, that's a really important thing for you. And then guys, please make sure that you either have a band. It doesn't even have to be a loose band. If it's one that's actually joined together, you can use that. We'll just use it that if you can't pull the leg closer, you will use your band. If you do not have a band, do not stress about these things, guys. You can literally use, this is from my gown, to wrap around my belly, or you can actually just use a really long towel. So please make sure that you're ready for our class today, and I will see you soon. When you are ready, please make sure to sit yourself into a free seat, half lotus, full lotus, hero's pose. Placing the hands into your lap, placing the hands into your knees. You can place your palms facing up. You are more than welcome to do a mudra if you would like to, whatever feels good for you. So let's go a little bit deeper into the mudras even, because there is lots that we can add to it. So working into our King Pigeon Pose is all about opening up into the root chakra, the feeling of being grounded, feeling supported, knowing you are supported by yourself and the universe. So a really cool mudra that you can work into, this one's for the ladies, is you can put the index finger and the thumb together, place all the other fingers together, and you're almost creating ovaries and your vulva. So if you'd like to connect a little bit deeper on the spiritual side of things, please guys, by all means, if that is not for you, don't worry about what I've said. You can just have selective hearing and let it go in the one ear and out the other. Remember, it is your practice, so you've just got to do what you need to do, whatever feels good on that day, because our brain changes all the time. Do that. Right. Then feel that you're lengthening into your spine, extending into the crown of your head, connecting to divine consciousness as you understand it, as you feel it. Chin will be parallel to the floor, or you can drop the chin slightly, and then when you are ready, I want everybody to please close your eyes. And first, as you sit here in this free seat position, I just want you to take in all the noises you can hear around you. I want you to sharpen your awareness and maybe try hear the sound of your breath as you inhale, as you exhale. And then just shifting the focus into your face, making sure that you're softening into your forehead, relaxing into your eyebrows. Softening into the eyeballs, relaxing into your temples. Softening deeply into the jaw, deeply into your tongue. Relaxing a bit deeper into the shoulders, down into the arms, all the way into your fingertips. If you feel that the brain is a busy place, keep reminding the brain, not right now. Right now you are going to meditate, you're going to clear out your mind, you're going to clear out your body before we start moving. So keeping that discipline in the brain, maintaining that discipline in your body. And then just smoothly together, we're going to start to take those deeper breaths in, those calmer breaths out. Feeling that belly expand as you inhale. Feeling that belly contract as you exhale. Start to feel that you can soften a bit deeper into the glutes, into your hips. Start to feel that softness creeping down into the legs all the way to the tips of your toes. And then today, in your head and your heart, I want you to dedicate time to allowing the body to feel like cooked spaghetti. So as much as we're going to stretch into the body today, I want you to imagine that we're stretching out into the brain just as much. So when a pose gets difficult, you'll feel that the brain starts to rev you up, but you're going to have control, you're going to have your breath, and you're going to keep coming back to your body, to your breath. So everybody feel that you can sit just a little bit taller into your body. You can soften a bit deeper into the face, into the jaw. And then when you are ready, smoothly taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently dropping the chin to your chest. Gently just blinking those eyes a couple of times, getting the eyes used to the light. And then when you're ready, gently lifting that head up, lengthening into the spine, lengthening into your neck. Opening up into those shoulders, we're going to gently drop into that right hand, take that left arm up and over. With your inhale, pull the body back to that center and then smoothly drop into the opposite side, take that arm up and over. When you're ready, softening into the face, close those eyes and gently just keep rocking the body left to right. Some of you might feel that there's a few clicks in the spine, in the hips, but all I want you to do is make sure that the brain is getting lost in movement, nothing else. Try to feel that you can sink the body a little bit deeper. You have 2 or 3 more movements left to do in your body. And once you've done your last one, gently pull the body back to your center position, lengthening into that spine. And when you're ready, helping your body onto all fours, hands are coming underneath the shoulders and knees are coming underneath your hips. Making sure to spread into the fingers, you're pushing weight into your knuckles. Getting a little bit uncomfortable, so please make sure that you move your body freely if you're coming up onto the fingers, if you need to move the hands a little bit further away in order to get into the position. So we're going to lift that left leg up and exactly like we would do our stretch figure 4, you're going to place the outside of that left ankle on top of that right knee. Relax into the foot as much as you can, and then you want to come back onto all fours, making sure to push that left knee out, using the muscles in your legs. If you don't have that flexibility, it is okay that you look like that. Your movement might just be a little bit smaller. So repositioning the body as much as you can, you're going to keep the hands underneath the shoulders, and you're just going to go into gentle rocks into those hips. So some of you that are those circus freaks, you guys can push all the way down. Try to keep that left knee onto the floor. For the rest of us with tight hips, tight knees, my beautifuls, we are just doing gentle rocks into the body, slowly starting to loosen up into that hip, slowly just to stretch out into that glute. And we're rocking the body for another 3, 2, and 1. Gently pull the body back to that center, unravel. We pull that left leg back, and exactly the same thing with that right leg. Pull that right ankle to the top of that left knee. pushing that right knee out using the muscles in your legs, readjusting the body the way that you need to, and then just start those gentle rocks into the body. Immediately you will feel chocolate side, non-chocolate side. Closing those eyes, not going crazy in your head, just gently move the body. Don't stress if you're stiff, don't stress if you can only move small little movements. Whatever movement you're doing is good. Rocking that body for another 3, 2, and 1. Gently pull the body back to that center, unravel, so placing both knees back into the floor. Wiggle around, readjust if you need to, spreading into those fingers. We're going to exhale into that angry cat, drop the chin to your chest. Inhale, we're going to drop into that belly, we're going to lift that head up, happy cat. Exhale, angry cat, creating that space in your spine, in your rib cage. And then inhale, happy cat, we lift up. Softening into the face, close those eyes, working with your breath. Exhale, angry cat. And inhale, happy cat. Making sure that you're slowing down your movements. We are not running a 100-meter race, my sugar. Slow down, we are doing yoga. Another 2 or 3 more movements left to do in your body. Once you have done your last one, gently pull that belly button back into your spine, spread into those beautiful hands. And then when you're ready, tucking those toes under, gently swing the body back into that down dog position. Pushing weight into those knuckles, relaxing into the head, smoothly just walking those legs out, bending and straightening into one leg at a time. Feeling a stretch into the back of the legs, feeling a stretch into the glutes, into your back. Feeling all the blood rushing into those beautiful brains. Walking those legs out for another 3, 2, and 1. Smoothly pushing both heels a little bit deeper into the floor. And then gently dropping those knees to the floor. Smoothly pull the body back into that child's pose, and then immediately soften into those elbows, relax into the hands, relax into your head. Close those beautiful eyes and just take smooth breaths in, smooth breaths out. When you're ready, taking a beautiful deep breath in. And as we exhale, gently rocking the body onto all fours. Smoothly tucking those toes under, we transfer back into that down dog. Wiggle around, readjust when you need to, and let the games begin. Gently, my beautiful people, we lift that left leg up behind us, 3-legged dogs. Smoothly, we're going to pull that left knee to that left wrist, and to that pigeon pose. Pulling that right leg behind you, sinking into the hips. I want you to walk the hands underneath those shoulders, opening up into the chest, opening up into your throat. Hugging the elbows into the body, we're going to roll the body down towards the floor. Drop the chin to your chest, roll that body up, allow the chin to leave the chest last. We've got one more to do. Exhale, we roll over those legs. Inhale, rolling that beautiful body up. This time readjusting the hands, placing the hands flat onto the floor, activate into the belly, tuck that back toe under. Activate into the core, into your shoulders. We're going to switch back into a 3-legged dog. We lift that right leg, left leg up behind us. And breathe. This time looking in between the hands, we're going to step that left foot to the outside of that left hand into your lunge. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. Now gently dropping into that right knee, releasing the toes behind you, squeeze your right glute. Right hand comes underneath that shoulder. We're going to swing that left arm behind us and then pick the right foot off the floor. Imagine that you're going to touch it. If you can grab hold of the foot. If you can't, you're reaching for it. We're opening up into the chest. Now, smoothly releasing that foot. Gently pull that hand back to your center. Now, everyone, activate your Kegel muscle. Suck that belly button in, make a nice big back. We're going to tuck that back toe under. And we're going to transfer the body back into a down dog. Exhale. Whew. Now again, wiggle around, readjust on your mat when you need to. That is the base of our movement, just to get these hips nice and warm for our final pose today, King Pigeon. So pushing weight into the knuckles, readjust, get your brain in the right place. Right leg gently lifts up, three-legged dogs. Point flex the foot. Transfer into that pigeon pose, right knee, right wrist. Remember, if you need your stuff now, please, now is the time to get it. Pull that left leg behind you, sinking into the hip, pull the fingertips up. Open up into the chest, into the throat, hug the elbows in. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we roll those bodies up. Last one, exhale, we fold. Inhale, we roll the body up. Readjust the hands, activate the belly, the Kegel. We're going to swish that back leg back. Three-legged ducks, right leg. Just also catching up with my own words. Let's go, right foot to the outside of that right hand lunge. Again, guys, if you cannot move like that, help the body move. There is nothing wrong with helping the body. Gently dropping into the left knee, squeezing into that left glute, release the toes, step the left hand to the center of the chest. We take that right arm behind us, bending into that left leg. Imagine that you're reaching for it, or you're going to grab your strap, or if you can grab your foot, fabulous. And then hold it, pull it closer, open up, and then gently releasing that foot behind you. Windmill that arm forward. Immediately feel the Kegel muscle, readjust those hands. Tuck the back toe under, nice big back. Transfer back down dog. Whew. Right, now we're going to flow a little bit better. I'm going to stop talking so much. And the idea is to move like water, my beautifuls. Wiggle around, readjust. Left leg lifts up behind you, three-legged dog. Smooth movement. We transfer forward your pigeon pose. So again, if you struggle to do your pigeon, move the body around you, allow it to help the body. Readjust the hands, stack into that body. Exhale, we fold. We roll up. We fold. We roll up. Place the hands underneath those shoulders, activate the body. We're going to swish that left leg back, three-legged dogs. Exhale. Whew. Like water, we transfer that left leg to the outside of that left hand lunge. We're dropping into that right knee, squeeze into the glute, shift that right hand. Now, twist into that back. Reaching for that foot if you can. If you can't, don't stress yourself out, babies. Gently release the foot, drop that hand. Activate all parts of the body, including your brain. Transfer back down, down. Quite a difficult transfer that, but difficult is good. We wiggle around, we readjust. Whew. Right leg lifts up, three-legged dogs. You'll always hear that I breathe heavy, my baby. Start breathing heavy. It's beautiful. Pull into that pigeon pose. Sinking into those hips, readjust the hands, we open up. Exhale, we roll down. Inhale, we roll up. Exhale, we roll down. We roll up. Hands underneath those shoulders, activate into the belly. We transfer back down dog. Three-legged dog. Transfer to the outside of that right hand lunge. Dropping into that left knee, release the toes. Readjust that left hand. Now swing that right arm behind you. Feel that you're opening up. So even watch that my right foot actually starts to roll a bit open, just to allow my hips some space. Remember, help the body. We twist, we open, we feel it. Now gently release. I know it's a really challenging part of our movement, but slowly, baby Chino, slowly. Spread into those fingers, tuck the back toe under. We transfer back down, dog, big exhale. We've got two more to do, one either side. So again, wiggle around, readjust if you need to. Spread into the fingers. Activate into those beautiful bodies, those beautiful brains. Left leg lifts up, three-legged dogs. If you would like to, lift it higher. If not, stay where you are. Transfer into your pigeon pose. Left knee, left wrist. Pull that right leg back. We sink into that glute. You pull those hands underneath the shoulders. We open up. Big exhale, we roll. Whew. Inhale, we roll up. Exhale, we roll down. Inhale, we roll up. Activate. Spread into those fingers. Smoothly tuck that back toe under. We transfer back. Three-legged dogs. Big exhale. Starting to feel the body is releasing. It can only get better the more we move. To the outside of that left hand. Lunge. We're dropping into that right knee. We're squeezing into the right glute. Weird activation. Right hand underneath that shoulder. Let's go. Twist open. Hoo-wee. I am shaking. We open up. We feel it. Watch that I'm rolling onto the left side of my pinky toe to open up a little bit more. Now, hardest part, release. Slowly. Have that control. Have that discipline. We tuck that back toe under. Promise you my wrists are feeling it. And let's slowly transfer back down. Whew. For the last time, let it be your strongest, my babies. Let it be your calmest movement. So have power and calm at the same time. Right leg, three-legged dogs. Transfer into that pigeon pose. Right knee, right wrist. Shifting that left leg back. Place those fingers underneath the shoulders. Let's exhale, roll down. Inhale, we roll up. Exhale, we roll down. Inhale, we roll up. Feeling that body shake, spreading into those fingers again. Create that activation into the body. We swish back into that three-legged dog. Right leg lifts up. Right foot to the outside of that right hand, your lunge. Smoothly dropping into that left knee, squeezing into that left glute. Left hand underneath the shoulder again. We open up. I'm rolling onto the right side of my pinky toe. I'm reaching for the foot. If you can't grab it, don't stress, you're still going to feel it. Or else you grab that foot, you open up into the body. Whoo, you feel that quad. And then again, smoothly, my angels. Gently dropping into those hands. Hardest part of coming out of a movement, especially when it's intense, slowing down. And then gently transfer back into that down dog. Give your body a nice big exhale. Wiggle around, readjust, maybe even take a moment to just close your eyes to feel your power, to feel the body releasing. And then on your next exhale, gently drop those knees to the floor. Gently pull your body back into your child's pose. And then immediately, pulling that body back. Relaxing into the elbows, relaxing into those wrists, relaxing into those beautiful heads. Close those eyes. And just try to take a smoother breath in, a calmer breath out. Smoother breath in. Slower breath out. And then when you're ready, beautiful people, I just want you to lift those bodies up. You are more than welcome to sit onto your hero's pose, so on your knees, or you are more than welcome to just drop onto a glute and watch me. So when it comes to King Pigeon, again, please just make sure that you've either got your band or you've got your meditation cushion or your yoga block just to support your body. We are going to hold it a little bit longer. Another thing that tends to happen, guys, the lower back does take pressure. Remember, we're activating into the back a completely different way. So my suggestion always is slow down, especially when it's uncomfortable. And my A-type personality is what we love to do. Again, I can only say the things that I understand or who I am. So I'm an A-type personality, and often when we go into something, we just go 110%. And remember, it takes time to get there. So go into 80%, wiggle around, catch your breath, catch your body, and then once you are in the pose, slowly go into your 100%. Remember to use whatever you need to use to support the body and take it slow. So Whenever we're doing our King Pigeon, we will always transfer. I'm big on transferring, so we're going to do exactly the same. Left leg up, we pull it forward. Left knee, left wrist. Then we're going to gently pull back. What I want you to please make sure of, guys, is you are not rolling. So watch that all of a sudden I'm opening up into the pelvis, into the hip, and here putting huge amounts of pressure on my back. That's why I say please rather take a cushion, place it underneath that glute if you feel that you're really struggling. Those of you that do have the flexibility though, your King Pigeon pose is actually supposed to be a 90-degree angle with that front leg. Again, guys, if I put my leg like that, there is just absolutely no way for me to even get into it. So you will see my heel is closer towards my pubic bone. That is because I do not have that flexibility. Those of you that do, again, please be conscious of, if you have got the leg like that, you are still sitting upright into the body. Your front knee will obviously be on the floor. You are not dropping into the hip and pushing into the side. If you are doing that, you are doing it wrong. So just be conscious of the body. That's why I say please move slow. So we've pulled the body into that pigeon pose like we did earlier. We'll come onto the fingertips. Whichever leg's in front, that arm comes in front of the leg. Or if you're super long, you've got super long arms, you can actually place that hand to the front. Again, depending on your body, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here, whatever feels good for you. Finding your balance, that's what feels good for me. Already you can see this little foot underneath my pubic bone is starting to work. It's starting to understand it needs to balance. So I'm going to bend into that knee. I can reach for it like this, or we can actually start going a little bit deeper. We're going to tuck it in to that elbow. A little bit more advanced. Again, you've just got to decide what works for you. So option one, woo, you can grab the foot. I'm finding my balance. I'm finding my chi. I'm finding my yin to my yang. And then you can pull the arm in front of you. It is so normal to fall out of it and lift yourself back up. Option two, guys, for those of you that are really flexible, watch that I almost flex into my toes, so I create a hook into my arm. I then find my spot, I breathe, and then you can go into your full King Pigeon. Okay, hardest part of any pose, guys, is slowly coming out of it. So watch that foot wants to even fall, but I catch myself by moving slowly. Hey, yo! Right, we're going to do it twice each side, so that means 4 in total. We're going to move super slow, and again, guys, it puts pressure in your back, as you can hear. It takes a lot to concentrate, to stay focused. Take your time with your body and work with what you can. Let's say you get into this position, you've got a cushion underneath that glute, and you're only there. Then I suggest taking this, even if there's someone close by, they can actually help you. And then just keep it there. So try to work with whatever your body can do. If you can't do full King Pigeon, let it be an inspiration to you. Don't let these movements dishearten you. Remember, it takes time to get really good at something. So get your brain in the right place. That's where it starts. I promise you, once your brain's in the right place, my babes, everything just follows. Another thing I did want to say, I'm sorry, last thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to move. You are more than welcome to have sips of water in between your class. But again, if you would like to go deeper into the yoga, spiritual side of things, do not drink water in your class. You can drink afterwards. And the reason being is it is seen as a distraction. Again, if that is not for you, don't let it get into your head and be like dying of thirst and you actually need a sip of water and then you're not giving it to yourself because you're being too pedantic. Don't do that. You know, it takes time again. So just giving you options always. Right, my babies, let's go. Stay focused, stay present. And everybody, please help yourself into a down dog position. So spreading into the fingers, whew. Wiggle around, readjust. And then gently, my beautifuls, we lift that left leg up behind us, 3-legged dogs. Smoothly pull it into your pigeon pose, left knee, left wrist. Again, depending on your flexibility, please readjust, do what you need to do. We pull that right leg back. Everyone, please make sure that you're not sinking into that left glute. That is naughty. Now, everyone first, fingertips to lift your body up. Immediately you'll start to feel that compression into the spine. Watch how I'm already wiggling my body around just to make sure I'm more comfortable. Place the left hand wherever it feels good for you, and you're almost going to shift the body to face the side. You're looking towards that right foot. You can either just reach for it if that's too much for you, stay there. If you can grip it, grip hold of that foot. Now, option one, find a spot in front of you and try lift that arm up. Or else go into option two, guys. I'll do option two in the next 2 sets. So find your balance. If you're falling, if you're shaking a little bit, that is the point. Feel it, feel it. And then the hardest part, release that back leg. Ooh! Take those hands underneath those shoulders. That was just my glute almost going in a spasm there. And let's go, babies. Tuck that back toe under. We're going to transfer back down. Dog's big exhale. Right, immediately feeling a change in those hips. You might even feel a little bit of pressure. It is normal. We wiggle around and readjust. We're going into that right side. Right leg lifts up behind us. Three-legged dogs. Transfer into that pigeon pose. Right knee, right wrist. Pulling that left leg behind you. Sink into that hip. I'm coming onto my fingertips. I'm lengthening into my body. I'm going to place my right hand wherever it feels good for my body. Grab your band if you need to. Sit up and out of that body. Now grab hold of that foot. Again, guys, if you'd like to go into option 2 immediately, you're more than welcome to. Else, stay with me. Option 1. We'll go into option 2 next. Right, find your balance again. Watch my little bottom leg. My right foot keeps moving in order to actually balance me. When you're feeling ready, when you're feeling focused, lift that right arm in front. Pigeon pose. Stay focused. Feel those wiggles. Hardest parts of any movement, gently release that foot. Gently dropping both hands onto the floor, readjust the body, feel the burn into the leg. Tuck the back toe under again, Kegel core, everything's strong. We step back down, dogs. Feel a release. Going into our last King Pigeon Pose, make sure that you're strongest, you're calmest in the brain, in the body. Smoothly lift that left leg up, three-legged dogs, calm movement. Transfer into your pigeon pose, left knee, left wrist. Pulling that right leg behind you, we sink. You readjust, you lift the body up onto the fingertips. This is just rising into that spine. Whew. Left hand to the front. I even need to prep myself often. Let's go. If you'd like to do full King Pigeon, you're going to pull that right leg in. Else, you stick with option 1. Don't be silly. Pull it in, tighten into those toes. Find a spot, find your center, find your chi, and if you can, King Pigeon or option 1. Feel the wiggles. Stay focused. Do not panic. If you're falling, that's good. Falling's good, babies. The body's learning. And then the hardest part again, guys. Slowly release. Hoo-wee. Pull those hands underneath the shoulders. Immediately feel that activation into the belly, into the back. And then transfer back down, dogs. Good, beautiful. Wiggle around, readjust. We're going into our last one. Let it be your strongest in your brain. Smoothly, calm energy. We lift that right leg up behind us, three-legged dogs. Transfer into our pigeon pose, right knee, right wrist. We pull that left leg back. So you'll see I'm constantly checking my body. Do it, guys. Check your body out, especially if you've ever got a mirror. A nice way to just check the alignment of your body. So lift up and out of those hips, up and out of that spine again. Watch these toes. They even start to move. They know what they need to do. The body is such a beautiful thing. It knows what to do. You need to trust it. Right. Option 2, option 1. You decide. Place that right hand where it feels good for your body. Grab hold of the foot. Reach for it. You don't even have to touch it. If you don't, that's okay. Find your center and King Pigeon Pose. Or just option 1. Feel the shakes, breathe, no panicking, babies, no panicking. Hold it for a little bit longer. And then the hardest part, smoothly releasing that body out of it. Smoothly pull those hands underneath the shoulders. Everyone, you should be feeling your backs already. Tuck that back toe under. We transfer back into that down dog, big exhale. Whew. Wiggle around, readjust. And then gently, my beautifuls, dropping the knees to the floor. Gently pull that body back into a child's pose, just feeling a beautiful stretch into your lower back. Feeling that opening into the spine. You can even extend the arms out, almost just pushing more weight into the buttocks, pushing more weight into the hips. relaxing into those beautiful brains and not getting into your head about the movement, especially if you didn't get it right today. Be kind, babies. If you were trying it for the first time after you've only done it 6 years ago or you've never done it before, then be kind. Instead of shouting at your body and being like, oh, I just couldn't do it, how about right now, as we hold our child's pose, I want everyone to take their mind's eye, your third eye if you believe in it, and just almost look towards your heart and tell your heart, tell your body, tell your brain, well freaking done. Now in this position, let's start to walk those hands over to the left-hand side. And I'd like you to push your body a little bit deeper this time. So really just intensifying that stretch. So we're making sure we're stretching out that part that we were really compressing into. And once you're there, relax into the head, close the eyes. And again, do not get lost in conversation. Get lost in your breath, your body, babies, nothing else. And then gently start to walk those hands over to the right-hand side. Again, pushing the body as deep as you need to go. Feeling a beautiful stretch into the left side, compression into the right. Relax the head. Breathe into those bodies. And a smooth movement, walking those hands back to your center. Gently rocking that body onto all fours. Hands are coming underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Spreading into the fingers, pushing weight into the knuckles. We're going to hold an angry cat position with the body for 10 seconds. So feel that you're almost pushing the floor away from you. You're activating into the armpits, dropping the chin to your chest, closing those eyes, holding it for 10, 9, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing into that body. Smoothly tucking those toes under, transfer back into your down dog position. Now, everybody, just making sure that you have space behind you, so maybe even just shifting the body slightly forward on that yoga mat on your floor. And what we're going to do is we're either going to step or jump, cross those ankles, free seat, and we're going to roll back into a plow. So if you have no cooking clue what I'm talking about, you can just lift your head up. I'm going to jump it, cross my ankles, and I'm going to roll back into my plow pose. Remember, in your plow pose, please don't turn your head left and right. You can bend the knees, you can straighten them. But once you are in your plow pose, please close your eyes. And again, feel the intensity into that belly. But feel how wonderful it is to stretch that lower part of your back. I'm going to say it again, do not panic. You are okay, the body is strong. And then just listening to my voice, keeping your head straight, we're going to place those hands onto the floor. We're going to cross those ankles. And you're going to gently roll your body back into a free seat position. So first things first, guys, well done, especially if you've never done pigeon pose. It is super challenging, and especially the more flexible movements, so like the strong stuff, you know, it is very much a mental game, but just as much as that stretchy stuff. So you'll feel if you avoid stretching quite often, you might even sweat quite a bit. But again, after every single class, please tell yourself well done. Even if you feel that maybe mentally you just weren't in a good space, guys, you still moved your body, you still moved your mind, and that is the most important thing. So be kind to yourself, and especially things like, I was thinking about this when we were shaking. So if people are trying to hold it and they keep falling out of it, and then the natural reaction that a human has is to get frustrated, to get angry. Remember that frustration or that anger is going to get you absolutely nowhere. So rather come out of a pose. Close your eyes, take a breath in, take a breath out, and then you're going to try the pose again, but calmly. Just a suggestion, and even you can take that in your life, guys. So instead of being frustrated and dealing with the situation, a person with frustration, I know it's easier said than done, rather take a step back, take a breath to yourself, go stand outside, go scream if you need to, and then come back to it calmly. Right, when you're ready, my beautifuls, I want everyone to please lie flat onto your back. And then we're going to go quite deep into a twist. So maybe even before you lie down, I'm going to stand up and show you. The leg is going to go across the body like we usually do. This hand, the opposite hand, will grab that leg, but then the bottom leg, we're actually going to try grab that bottom leg on the floor. So again, if you're not the one to watch, I'm just one of those people that like to see things. We're going to go into that. If you can't, guys, again, you're reaching exactly like we did today. We are just reaching if you cannot grab hold of it. So, lying flat onto your back, legs are going to be straight first, please. Remove the fleshy pieces out of the way. Remember, fleshy pieces, beautiful pieces. And then when you're ready, my beautifuls, pull that left knee into your chest, wrap the fingers, relax that foot. Pulling it nice and close, just releasing into that hip, into that glute. And then gently we're going to drop that left hand onto the floor, take the right hand to the outside of that left knee. I want everyone to feel you're going to twist at your hips, take that left leg across the body. Now you're going to try bend into that right leg and grab hold of that right foot with the left hand, and then just feel how much more intense that stretch becomes. And if you can, please keep both shoulders onto the floor. If you can't, don't stress yourself out. Now, feel the intensity of the twist, the bind, softening into the face, breathing, not panicking. If you can, let that body sink a little bit deeper. And then gently release that right foot. Release the left knee, gently straightening both legs out. Feeling that release into the body, into your hips. And then smoothly we pull that right knee into the chest. Wrap the fingers, tilt into that pelvis, relax into that foot. And then gently dropping that right hand onto the floor, left hand to the outside of that right knee. We twist into the hips, we drop that right leg across. And then if you can, you're either reaching for the foot or grabbing hold of it. We bend that left leg, we try grab hold of it with the right hand, and then try drop both shoulders onto the floor. Twisting into that back, that belly, feeling the intensity of that twist. Also something really interesting about twists in your yoga practice, it's all about wringing out the old, so especially with change of season, especially after winter, definitely lots of twists to wring out the old stagnant energy in the body. Alright, gently releasing that foot, releasing that knee, and smoothly coming back to that center position. And then gently pull both knees into your chest again, tilt into your pelvis, wrap those arms around the legs, and gently just rock your body side to side. Final release for your back. Face is soft, brain's not busy, you're still doing my yoga class. So tell the brain, everything can wait. Rocking that body for another 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, my beautiful people, it is time to relax, so you can place your legs onto the floor. You can have straight legs, bent legs. You can lie on your belly. You can lie with your legs up against the wall. Whatever feels good for your body, you do that. Making sure your nose and your pubic bone are in alignment. Just almost creating that idea that your brain and your body are in alignment. And then as you lay here, just almost give yourself permission to just relax. You do not need to overthink, overanalyze. You do not need to remind yourself what you need to do. You are going to get to all these things, I promise. For now, we are just creating space between our thoughts. We're giving our body, our brain, our heart a moment to just reconnect, realign, and then after this, your brain can be as busy as it wants. So, beautiful people, make sure your face is relaxed, my babies. That includes your brain. Make sure that you're softening into the arms, into your hands. You're softening into the chest, your heart, your shoulder blades. Relaxing into the rib cage, the belly, your back. Relax into the hips, into the glutes, deep into your pelvis. Relaxing into the legs, relaxing into your feet. And then as you lay here, just feel how wonderful it feels to stretch out that brain and that body. That as you lay here, feel how wonderful it is to dedicate time to yourself. What a great feeling that you set or you place everything on pause and you are the most important thing, just for a couple of minutes. So as you lay here, my beautiful people, just feel how good it feels to reconnect to yourself, to take deeper breaths in, deeper breaths out. And then when you're ready, smoothly start to wiggle out into your hands, into your feet. Smoothly taking those arms up above your head. You can straighten the legs if you would like to. And everybody, just giving yourself a beautiful stretch. Waking up for a second time today. You can yawn, sigh, or wiggle. And then gently pull those knees back into your chest. Wrap those arms around your legs, relax into the feet, and smoothly rocking the body side to side, just massaging that lower back. If you would like to, you can roll over to the right-hand side, fetal position. If that's not what you feel like, you can actually just stay on your back, but whatever you decide. Keep the eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then gently, slowly, helping the body back up into a free seat, into a half lotus, a full lotus, a hero's pose. Just enjoying that feeling of yoga brain after meditation. Feels good. Right, always, forever, guys. Sit tall, sit with confidence in these beautiful bodies. You deserve to sit with confidence. Extend into the crown of your head, shoulders away from those ears, and when you are ready, take a beautiful deep breath in. We lift both arms up. And as we exhale, we pull everything back into that heart center. We drop the chin to your chest. And then just in your head and your heart, reminding yourself, I love all of me. That even if there's a little part of your voice or a little part in your brain that's like, I don't know if I do, keep saying it, guys. Get weird. Look at yourself in the mirror, say, I love all of me, and keep saying it until you actually deeply, deeply feel that. So keep reminding yourself. Also maybe pass on the message to whoever else needs to hear it. But thank you so much for loosening up your brain and your body with me today. Namaste.